And for the size, the source line transfer will be super simple. You will come here and you will look at the source line transfer mode. Oops, sorry, transfer. And then you will select the create columns, create new, and then that will bring this. Then what this will do will download an asset that is associated with some specific sort lines, and then you want to move them to a different asset, and then you can move that partially or not. Then what happens sometimes? Sometimes, for example, in Oracle projects, the project people just put the asset in a different task that should be, or they put them in a different asset that should be, and then here we are going to correct that. Then I will come here to download, and then I will download the assets that are for a specific project, and I could even say a specific task, but in my case I will just download an asset. And then here what I will do will be to move the source lines from one asset to another. Then that is very simple to do on the wizard. And then this is not always useful, but it happens when you have assets, for example, here that probably this line was misclassified and should not be here. Then this should go to a different asset. Then I will move one of these lines to the all the interest lines to the next asset, that is 103,759. I will say here 103,759, and then I could say all these lines are going to move there. And then I could say what is the transfer amount. Then in my case, I will just transfer the 100% amount there, including the other line. And then here I will just say new description. I will not put anything there. And then I will just take those lines, say here upload, upload selected. Those lines were accepted, and then those lines now are transferred to the other asset. Then if I come here to this asset, let me just download that asset. You will see that all those lines that I just transferred, now they are here and they became part of that specific asset. And that is the cool thing about this, is that you can move data that is, or transfer project information from one place to another, to one asset to another, and then that happens a lot, especially when people from projects to sometimes a generic asset and put all the data there, and then after the people from assets need to reclassify stuff or create new assets and then move data from that generic asset to more detailed assets. And then that happen a lot when you have to do you need to open an asset in multiple little assets. Then that is how you do the source line transfer.